follow me, which you probably do as you're watching this, then you might have seen that I put out on my social media channels just to find out if you had any questions for me. So, question. Yeah, the pegs on my phone case have a little obsession. So my one question is, what's my biggest reward and what do I like most about running my own company? It's always just knowing that I've helped people improve the quality of their life and their lifestyle, and hopefully, obviously not everybody that does a juice cleanse is going to take it forward. So people might just do a juice cleanse as a fad diet, where I think juicing and incorporating more raw and living juices into our lifestyle, there's a much bigger place for it than just a quick fix diet. So it does get a bad name as a fad diet. However, yes, some people are going to take that on board and are changing their lifestyles and are incorporating more juices in, and perhaps starting a cleanse as a complete reboot to change their lifestyle. So just knowing that maybe I helped in a slight way, just maybe at the beginning of their journey, is just really nice. So that's probably one of the biggest rewards I get. Just knowing that you've helped people like improve their life and their mind and their body and their spirit, and just making other people feel much better. I know from juicing, I know the benefits to myself, so I know how amazing they're gonna feel. So just knowing that someone else out there is feeling that way and letting off that positive vibe and that energy you feel right at the end of a cleanse. Question. Darling, what do you think about me? Okay, could you share with us your morning routine and what a typical day is for you? Yeah, sure. So a day for me, it changes so much. Like, I don't have a very, very strong routine, to be fair, because I have my own business and I have my own company, so I can lay in. So I like to let my body rest until needed. So I'd like to go to bed quite early. I'm quite an early sleeper. So I go to bed, make sure I always get 8 hours, and then I just get up when my body feels naturally rested, and I generally wake up naturally around about 7 o'clock, and then I can just lay there for a little bit if I want, which I know for some is like late. Some people would, like with juicing companies as well, like going to get produce and stuff, would be up at 4 AM, I know that. But I think that's the one thing when working I can remember really hating the sound of the alarm in the morning. I think now I probably wouldn't mind it because it's for my own benefit, it's my business. I usually start the day with some herbal tea or some slices of lemon and ginger in a tea. So definitely a herbal tea on my empty stomach, and then I usually go to the gym, but I don't usually eat before going to the gym. But obviously if I was going to do weight training, I try to get some porridge or some carbohydrates in then. But if I'm just doing a HIIT class, something high cardio, high intensity, then I just usually go on an empty stomach just after having a tea. And then, yeah, that's my morning routine really. Just get up when I fancy, cup of tea, and off to the gym. After the gym then, I usually go get produce for orders and just spend the day juicing and doing a bit of social media, doing a bit of marketing, email replying. About 5 o'clock then I try to shut off, and I say shut off, I'd probably spend another hour then on social media and just checking through things. And it's always good, like having your own business, you need to always be involved and see what's going on and just be aware of everything going on around you, different reports and articles and news stories and what's happening on social media and other bloggers and other companies, and just always being aware of what's going on in the industry ever expanding. So just, you've got to be, you know, in touch with all of that. So as much as I like to switch off, you can't really ever switch off. So that's my morning routine and typical day. The next question is, what words do I live by? So one of my favourite quotes in my retreats as well and at my talks, you'll notice, like, I usually put up a PowerPoint slideshow and I have all my favourite quotes in there. I've got a couple words that I live by, a couple really important quotes that always like play in my mind. So if you ever come to one of my retreats, then you'll see those and you'll know what I mean. So my favourite quote is, I'll see it when I believe it. I visualise things. I believe I can achieve a goal. I believe I can do something, and then I see it. So I believe I can set up a business. I believe that I'll have a good month. I believe that I will have a retreat. I can remember making mood boards and visualizing having a retreat, and it was so far off what I wanted. It was the beginning of my business, and I believed I could have one and really wanted it and thought about it so much, and I do create a lot of mood boards and things, and then you see it just happens, you know, things come to you. So I would look into, I'll put a link below actually, some further reading just about the law of attraction and visualization. Okay, next question is, what are my favorite snacks? I love snacks. Oh, I love snacks. So I'll try and limit them. I'll try and name 3. So my first favourite snack is probably an apple, cut it up, sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, and then dipped in nut butter. I buy the huge tubs of Meridian peanut nut butter, and crunchy, and it's beautiful, and I have to buy that by the tub. It's like 1 kilogram or something. My next snack would be rice cakes with peanut, nut butter and banana on top, and again you can sprinkle that with cinnamon. There's a bit of a theme here. They are all peanut butter related, probably, yeah. Third snack would be popcorn. I'm really at the moment loving, you know, the brand Popcorn. They have a smooth almond and something flavour, and it is so good, and it's about 120 calories for the whole pack. I don't like count calories anyway, but that obviously, you know, that's a good snack. But there's so many. I also really like snacking on like watermelon. Sometimes I just have a plate of watermelon and then just squirt like lime juice over it. Oh, that's really nice too, and really fills you up for a long time. I just love watermelon. So another question I've been asked, what is your go-to juice? If there's only one juice you could recommend, what would it be? And that's so difficult. Probably my favourite one, and I also listen to what I think my body needs. So sometimes I will want something with avocado in it and essential fats, and some days I'll want something really detoxifying and cleansing. So it depends on what your body needs. So obviously listen to what you need, and there are so many different juices to help different things. But probably my favourite one juice, which I would always go to, would be my beetroot Beat It. And that is a combination of beetroot, lemon, ginger, carrot, mint, and a little bit of apple. But yeah, not many people can tolerate beetroot in a juice, but if you give this one a go, honestly, the combination of the lemon and the ginger and also the mint really helps make the beetroot palatable, so it's really worth giving a try. And I've had a lot of customers who don't actually like beetroot and have given it a go, and it's their favourite juice as well. Next question is, I've been asked whether it's important to buy organic, and yes, it is important. We all know how important it is to buy organic produce. Like, if, you know, it would be perfect if we all bought organic produce, they wouldn't sell anything else. So yeah, it's really important. However, with people with limited resources and options available to them, it's not going to kill you to juice conventional fruit and veg. And I know some people may disagree with me and think that it's not good advice to tell people to juice conventional fruit and vegetables, but I think if it means you're going to juice vegetables and eat raw vegetables, and rather than eating junk food and processed food, then obviously it's better for you. So I would just say do whatever you can do with the budget that you have set yourself. If it's within your budget, go for it. Go organic, 100% organic. However, if it's not something you can afford, then you don't want to be put off juicing, you don't want to limit the amount of juicing you can do. So just have what you can afford, go for conventional fruit and veg, perhaps look at the Dirty Dozen list and the Clean 15, I believe. One thing I get asked a lot is for juicer recommendations. So that's such a hard question to answer. Myself personally, I use all BioChef appliances. So for BioChef products, actually I have a 10% off code if you enter Fresh Start 10 at the checkout. I'll put all the details to BioChef below. So when I get asked to recommend a juicer, the price range can be from £30 up to £1,000. Just depends what you want. So if you are after just like a quick health boost and you're doing it more like a juice diet, following a plan, then maybe a cheaper juicer is okay. And sometimes that is better just to get you into juicing and then realising you love it and wanting to upgrade and buy a more expensive juicer. So it's really hard to give a recommendation, as I don't know what you, who's watching, what you're looking for. But if you do want to get in touch, just let me know. Pop a question, write me a message, and I'll help you out. So the best juice you can buy is the one that isn't going to end up with its best friend, the bread maker, in a cupboard gathering dust. What is your favourite way to exercise? I did go through a phase where I used to do just a lot of weight training, but I find now by really mixing it up, I'm probably go more and I'm more motivated and see more results. So I go about 5 times a week, and I probably do something different every day. So for example, on a Monday I might do full body weights, but I mainly do a lot of HIIT workouts and a lot of Tabata and plyometric stuff within the HIIT. So stuff that literally like is so intense that you want to actually throw up. So a lot of that, but again, sorry, I live right by a train track. I don't know if you can hear that, but every now and then you might hear the trains. So yeah, I like to mix it up. I do a lot of boxing, which I really enjoy, and it's a really good workout for your arms. And I really enjoy boxing. I find if I know I got boxing, I'm really motivated to go to the gym. So do something that you enjoy and that's going to get you wanting to go to the gym. If you know you're going and you're going to like just run on a treadmill for half an hour, you're probably not going to be raring to go. Usually I do 5 to 6 days a week, and I mix it up. I'll do weights days, HIIT days and cardio, boxing, yoga and Pilates, spin classes. So it's such a mixture that you just never get bored and it's not repetitive. So I find that's the best way to stay motivated, and that's what I really enjoy and really works for me. Oh, another one of my favourite snacks. My favourite though is probably the dried mango, but these are really good. And like the ingredients, for example, this one is literally just raspberries, and I think they use rice flour. Yeah, rice flour just to stop them sticking together. So I think I answered everything. So let me know if you enjoyed this video and give it a thumbs up. If you don't already follow me on Instagram, do it now. Fresh Start Juice. Bye.